And well, my last two questions. First, what's about the sheriff?
Yeah, we played South by Southwest Festival in Texas, and while we were there, we thought like to get into the American theme of things, we'd become the Pigeon Sheriffs instead of Pigeon Detectives.
Okay.
And well, me and Matt and Jimmy, the drummer, got sheriff's badges.
We didn't look good in cowboy hats, did we?
No.
So we got badges. Plus, if you're wearing a badge, you can also carry a gun legally.
And it also doubles up as a mirror.
Yeah, if you keep it shiny enough on a night out, you can just kind of flip it around and do your makeup or whatnot. And they look pretty cool.
Okay, and then my last question. Songwriting. Is there one way for you? I mean, I think you write the music and you write the bad lyrics, you write the good lyrics.
That's all.
Allegedly. I think there's no specific way of writing, really. I mean, sometimes something will just pop into my head, you know, like a chorus, or just like a lyric, and then I'll just think, oh, I quite like that, and try and turn it into a song. And sometimes I'll deliberately sit down and try and write a song, but most of the time that never works. But occasionally we've got a song out of that. And sometimes it's like a guitar part, and I'll just be playing around with it for a while, and then eventually something will click, and I'll think, oh, you know, this fits over it. And there's all sorts of ways to do it. I don't think.
Very, very, very rarely works when I see you try and kind of force songs out. There was a time before we had to go in and record the album. We only had like 9 songs that we were happy with, and we obviously needed 12 for the album. So the record label sent us into a rehearsal room for 3 weeks, all paid for, everything set out for us, and in 3 weeks we wrote 1 song, because we just spent all our time kind of unmotivated, drinking, chatting, kind of going for walks and stuff. So when the record label came in, he said, right, what have you got? 3 weeks work, what do you have? We just we had quite an embarrassed look on our face, and it's kind of, but we're working on lots of things. We've got this track for you, which is actually Take Her Back on the album.
Yeah. Like the thing with that song is, we were sat there for 3 weeks trying to force these songs out, and we just sat down for like a smoke and like a drink and that, and I actually started playing this song like completely improvised off the top of my head as a joke,
like some music drinking.
It were almost like a comedy song.
Yeah.
And we actually just went, that song's quite good. That should we try and write that? And that's how that song came about from that. Like, you know, for the past 2.5 weeks, we've been sat there really serious, thinking we need to write a really good song. And the minute we just like stopped thinking about it, it kind of came just like that. It's really strange how it works. I think most of the time I actually need to be on my own. Like, I kind of find it almost like embarrassing to write songs in front of people. You know, I just need to be certain, like, you know, like if you're just sitting there and you're kind of singing to yourself, and it's a lot easier than being aware that someone's listening to you doing this.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, because I think you need to have some sort of openness to
exactly.
the world around you, and when people are there, then you're not then you're not.
I think you just
really
become a bit self-conscious when other people are there, and like, because I'll be just constantly changing what I'm singing, and like the words might not make sense, and if other people were there, I might be singing about eating a sausage just to get a melody, and then someone might laugh at me for singing about eating a sausage, and you know, and then like.
I promise I would definitely laugh at you.
And then, you know, like your inhibitions creep in, and it becomes difficult to work like that. So, like, boredom's the biggest inspiration for me. Is like if I'm sat at home bored, that's when I start writing songs.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.